Hey everybody, it is Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock, so that means it is time for Top 5 Tuesday. I apologize for the shaky desk. Pippi is right here on my desk. He has been a holy terror all day. Okay, now he's running off. But I'm sure he will probably make, well, I don't know for sure, but because he's a cat, he does what he wants. But he might very well make a special guest appearance. But anyway, it's raining. It's raining. I'm not happy about it. I got my little sign out. Alex helped me with that. And anytime you guys have ideas for a sign, definitely send me a message or drop it into the comments, like, hey, here's a sign idea. And it's always fun with that because, how crazy is it? It's been really clear weather and now we're actually racing some places and of course it's gonna rain. Of course it is. I'm not a fatalist, but my gosh, I am over the rain. I'm already over it and it's only May. But I wanted to kick things off today and tell you about what I'm giving away. So what I'm giving away this week is I got a shirt from my friend Dave Hammond from Hammond Motorsports. So you might watch Dave's videos and he's like, Dave Hammond Motorsports. Well, he's awesome. Love working with Dave. And here's one of his shirts. This happens to be a 2XL. There's the back there. It's got some good looking cars on it. Here we've got, I don't know who the cars are, but the good looking cars. Anyway, good looking shirt, nice quality. And you can see you've got the HMS logo right here on the front. Well, Dave has a new product out that we're pretty excited about. If you're somebody who, well, we all use plumb bobs, right, in racing. And we've got this whole plumb bob kit right here. These are heavy duty. It's nice. I'll show you what's in the box. I like how he's got these labels to tell you all of the different segments and what's supposed to be in each one of the segments. That works out really well. And in here, you can see we have a variety. We've got plumb bobs. I'm going to try to do this without knocking anything out. But we've got the plumb bobs right there. We've got the string. We have I don't know what all these things are. Let's see. Tap. We have a string, we have a 1/2-inch bolt adapters, a few of those, a grease zerk, that's kind of cool, and ball joint adapter. So it really sets you up for success. Well, the best part is you've got it all in one spot. Everything's labeled, makes it a lot easier to deal with. So this plumb bob kit is new, it's a brand new product, and I don't know how much it is. So I think it's $1.99 for the whole kit. That's off the top of my head. I think that's what it is. So, but we'll find it. We'll drop in a link. We've got it on our website, so we'll drop in a link. Or it will either, if you're watching this on YouTube, of course I'm doing this live on Facebook. And for anybody watching on YouTube later on, hit that subscribe button. So that way, and if you hit the bell, then you'll be able to be notified when we go, when we offer new videos over on YouTube. So even my Facebook listeners, I think we all watch a little bit of YouTube. So, head on over there. We do post, a lot of times it's a lot easier usually to see the Crate Insider videos on YouTube than it is on Facebook, just because they're so much more organized. We can put them into playlists. You can see the last thing that was played, whereas when I go to, I love Facebook, I'm all about some Facebook, but when I go to my own Facebook page, sometimes I have to dig through like 5 posts to find the post that I posted yesterday, and somehow it's buried underneath all these posts from like a week ago. It's weird. So definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always growing that and constantly adding new videos. In fact, one of the things, in case you missed it, every Sunday now, me and Steve Hendren go live on Facebook, and we do a show called Unsealed: Life Beyond the Bolts, and we talk about whatever. Like literally whatever we want to talk about, but also answer a whole lot of tech questions on there. And you're gonna see as we move forward, sometimes we break out those little tech questions and just post that as a regular video by itself, so that you can see that as an excerpt from the show. That now also has become part of the Racing Insiders podcast. So that show on Sunday is rebroadcast as a podcast, because it's can be like an hour to an hour and a half long. I know I am not going to sit and watch a video for an hour and a half long. I'm just not going to do it. But, maybe if I'm in the car and I don't want to use up, certainly I don't want to use up data with, trying to put a video on. But since we're just talking, it's something you can put on as a podcast and listen to when you're going down the road in the car. Sorry, that's Pippi making noises over there. We also do repost that video over to YouTube as well, and we do that every Monday. We try to do it first thing in the morning, so the podcast comes out, so definitely subscribe to the podcast as well. And you can find that on Racing Insiders Podcast, or you can just look up Racing Insiders Podcast on whatever your platform is. So whether it's Google Play, whether you like Spotify or SoundCloud or Apple iTunes, Stitcher, it's on all of those. It's on all of them. So that's a lot of fun for us. But I wanted to show off this yeah, that had nothing, one thing doesn't always have to do with anything else, but love this new plumb bob kit right there. All right, next up, the other thing I'm going to give away, if you know what my sign said last week, then go ahead and drop that into the comments. And we are giving away a this is our Crate Insider beef jerky. So this is sweet teriyaki. It's a nice, sweet, almost like an orangey teriyaki flavor to it. A really soft and chewy. It's great. We love the beef jerky. So that's our other giveaway for today. But I'm gonna say hi to some folks over here. And by the way, so how you can win, like win the t-shirt, then just drop in a comment. That's all you have to do. You can say hi or whatever. But then I also, if you don't leave a comment, then I'll leave you alone. So if you just want to like hang out and chill and watch, and I'll let you do that. So no worries. I hate when I'm like tuning into a live video and then somebody calls my name and I just wanted to just like chill. So just letting you know that. So I see we've got a lot of folks here. We have Jason and Chad, and Watson Racing is here. I know Watson Racing, you've tuned into Unsealed there for sure. We have Kevin and Steve and Lucas and another Steve and Ashley and Brandon and Cody, Tyler. You guys are all great. Absolutely fantastic. So nice to have you here. Oh, Donald's here from Gillette, Wyoming. Oh, he says it's nice weather. It is horrible here today. I mean, it is pouring. Like swear to God, I don't even make this stuff up. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you, because otherwise I don't know if you'll believe me, but oh, look at there. Flood warning. Flood warning. Yep. Just got that today at 12:32 p.m. There is a flood warning because, well, that's where I live. Lots of water. Lots of water. Okay, I see Charles and Alan. Yep, and Ashley says, glad to see some racing getting started in different places. Me too, me too. Got to go to my first race of the season on Saturday night. I even got to be a trophy girl too because, well, I sponsored the street stock division at Cherokee Speedway, so that was a lot of fun. You know, it's like one of those lifelong things, like when I was a little kid, I always wanted to grow up and be a trophy girl. A little different that I'm like the sponsor of that particular division, so that's why I get to be the sponsor. Or get to be the trophy girl, but hey, you know, whatever it takes, right? Right? I did not win a beauty contest for that one, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's see, we got Andrew, Mike, we have so many people here today. I see Kay is here, awesome, and she loves the beef jerky for sure. And James and Michael, Scott, gosh, so many of you here. So thank you so much for being here. Now, while we're here, I heard about something the other day and I wanted to try it out for myself. I really honestly haven't had a chance to try this, so we're gonna do a little experiment, because in case you haven't seen, I've been talking about it a lot. I've been talking about it probably for 2 or 3 weeks now, but working with Daytona 1, and we're doing the Daytona 1 challenge, or hashtag D1 challenge. The idea is you take any Daytona 1 product, do a short video, 1 to 3 minutes long, talking about that product, and then you win a prize pack. In fact, the prize pack, if I move my head, is all of those items right up here. So those items that are up on my shelf, but we're actually gonna pull one down and use it. So you get those items as far as one of the things you win, plus the Daytona 1 is sending you a duplicate of the product that you did the video on. So for instance, if you're talking about the XL1 engine treatment, you'll get the XL1 engine treatment in addition to the items from the prize pack. I mean, it's a phenomenal deal. There's so many benefits. I did a video last week talking about how you could take a $10 product and turn it into thousands of dollars in sponsorship, which I 100% will stand behind. But here's the thing. So I was on the phone with the guy from Daytona 1, with Mark from Daytona 1, and at the same time I was getting this private message from one of my customers, and he was like, hey Kate, can I use that glass cleaner on Lexan? And I know he's got a I know he has an asphalt race car, so I know he's talking about the windshield. So I'm already on the phone with Daytona 1, and I'm like, well, Kenny, I don't 100% know, so tell me about that. So what they told me is that yes, the professional glass cleaner, it has no alcohol in it, so it's not going to scratch up the Lexan windshield. It's Lexan, not Lexand, but okay, pardon my, I just make up my own words sometimes. But here's the thing, so Mark was telling me he uses this to clean like his windscreen on an airplane, and then he follows it up with the Daytona 1 finishing glaze, and it's a swirl remover. And I asked, well, does that mean you probably don't want to go in circles? He said, yeah, you don't really want to go in circles, you want to go up and down, but it's going to make it really clear. So what I thought was, I have these dirty sunglasses, because I would try to, and he said he and Buck use this combo on their regular eyeglasses, and I didn't think you could see them on a video, so that's why we're going to do this on my Trueform sunglasses here. You're seeing the reflection of my ring light and my screen, and oh, look at that, there I am. There's like little me right there. Anyway, let's go ahead and try this out. Let's see what happens. I probably don't need to spray this right on the lens. I've got a microfiber towel here, and I'm just gonna try to clean this off really quick here. And I mean, these are scratched, so like there's only so much of that, you know, I mean, this isn't going to put the reflective coating back on there. But what they were telling me is that that with the Lexan or any of that plexiglass, it'll fill in those little micro cracks, or like what they find on their regular eyeglasses, and that way it just makes it so much clearer. So here we go. We've already cleaned one of the lenses here, and then I probably don't even have this turned on. I love how I always prepare so well for this. Okay, great. So I'm just going to put some of this on the cloth, and we're gonna rub that on there and just kind of see what happens here. Now the other thing is that it'll also, because it's a wax, it's going to act almost like a Rain-X. I mean, maybe not as intense as that, but on something like that for their airplane. So I don't know how well you can see this, but I cleaned this side. I haven't cleaned this side yet, but I will be going back. I can tell, just seeing it in the camera right here, seeing on the screen, I can see that it's a lot shinier, and it'll be interesting. So anyway, that's my experiment of the day, is using the combination of the professional glass cleaner, which, by the way, I absolutely love this. This is my favorite glass cleaner for all kinds of surfaces. I'm gonna use it for glass, and I use it for on any of the plastics, you know, just to clean them. I use this on tables and countertops, and like this is what I use to clean my desk usually, because it's, I don't know, it's just like well, it's the same material that's on my shelves back here. But anyway, we use that in conjunction with the Daytona 1 Z9 finishing glaze. Now, if you would like to do your own video and get that prize pack, there is still some time left, because we're doing this contest until the 23rd. So, and we'll drop in a link to, or again in the description if we're watching on YouTube, but it's just CrateInsider.com/D1 challenge to get all of the details, and to click the link so you can do your entry form and put in, you know, give us the link to your video so we can see it. But man, I am so proud of the people that there have been some people that have participated that this is their very first time they've ever shot a video. And you know, here's the thing, I mean, you can't do your second video if you don't ever get past your first. So I'm so grateful to be part of that process, and to help some of these racers take just that next step. And that's really that next step, and then video is a tough one. Believe me, I'm fully aware of that. So huge pat on the back to some folks who have really given it their best, given it their all, and especially on that, you know, that first try. All right, so that is my it's my little demo of the day. I thought we'd have some fun with that. Well, going back to Unsealed, one thing I've noticed on the Unsealed show is we have gotten so many questions that have to do with ignition. So today for our top 5, it's kind of a weird top 5 because it's kind of either like a top 6 or it's a top 3, however you want to talk about it. So today I wanted to focus on some ignition products and tell you a little bit about them. And so let's go ahead and kick that off. The first thing is, let's talk about distributors. So we carry basically 2 distributors. We have a fast distributor, and we have the MSD distributor. Now, a lot of times we sell quite a few of the MSDs, probably a little bit more than the fast, just because MSD has done a great job of being involved in Circle Track and being almost like the Kleenex of distributors. Now, we have gone to this black distributor, so I haven't opened this one yet. We will. So somebody's gonna get an opened distributor. It'll be fine. Be fine. They're both black actually, but. Steve was telling me over the weekend on Unsealed that he said that this one was like a little upgraded. Some of the internals are upgraded, and I wasn't actually aware of that. And this is the MSD 85505 is the item number for this. But now you get an idea of what an unboxing video looks like too. I do lots of unboxing videos. So, and also, well, to try not to drop the box, that doesn't always help you. No pressure being on live video. There we go. Let's see what happens here. It's a struggle. Struggle's real. That was a sign at some point, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is packed up nicely because, well, if I don't drop it, UPS or FedEx will, so might as well just go ahead and get it prepared, right? But anyway, this is a black top distributor, as you can see, that it has a black cap like that. And let me check out what kind of a gear that this one has in it. This one, wow, I'm making a mess today. I don't see the gear here. Must be in the box somewhere. Thought this came with the gear. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, it was covered up, sorry. Looks like this is a bronze gear. So with the bronze gear, this would be one that would be suitable for a 604. One thing we talked about on Unsealed this week was we talked about what gears you want to use as far as distributor gears, depending on what kind of engine you have. So this one has the bronze gear. This will be suitable to use with a 604, but with a 602, you're going to want to make sure you've got a melanized gear, which those are usually black, or cast gear. One of those two is going to be a better choice, and it's just because of the composition of the metals that are, you know, one with the camshaft or how those metals that they interact with one another. So that is the MSD black distributor. The other option we have is our fast distributor. Now the biggest difference between these is that inside of here, the MSD has what's called a sweeping, it'll hit the points in a sweeping motion, whereas the fast distributor is an optical, it's called an optical something. So it hits it like a little laser in the same spot every single time. And I am not doing a good job of explaining this, but fast, there's the fast distributor. You can see it's like almost like a large cap type of a distributor. And I don't know what kind of gear this one has either. So we're going to go ahead and check here. Well, it's always nice to find. Okay, so this one is a melanized gear. Melanized or cast. I can't really tell which one just by looking at it. I'd have to look. But it's either melanized or cast. That means it would work with either a 602 or a 604. So this same one. And this can be adapted to be used with an MSD distributor or with an MSD box. So it has instructions, I believe, in here. Otherwise, there are instructions online to be able to use a fast distributor with an MSD box, and it's not really an issue. It has these nice connectors. You've got like the connectors right here that you can plug. It's pretty plug and play, so we really like that. Okay, next up. Oh, and I didn't tell you about the prices. So the MSD distributor that I was just showing runs $339.95. Otherwise, the fast distributor runs $321.76. So they're right in there in that same roundabout price point. It looks like the fast distributor is a little bit of a lower cost on that one. All right. Next up, next category here is we're going to look at spark plug wires. Another big question we have is spark plug wires. So the first one I'm going to show you is we worked with directly with Scott Performance to put together a set for crate engines. So these are the right sizes to be under header style, and I don't think I can open this one up here, but And this one comes with a coil wire kit. Didn't bring that one out, but the coil wire kit, you put together the coil wire yourself, and you can adapt it to kind of whatever your situation is. So it has a variety of the different different ends on it, so it can definitely work with whatever. And then the Scott wires, we sell them in black. Well, the black are the ones we carry on the shelf. We can also special order the wires in a variety of colors. I think there's like 10 or 11 colors. If you want to get all fancy with your spark plug wires and have it be a fashion statement, we can do that. We just get those we just have those specially ordered with Scott so that we can get you the right color. And these wires run $130 for that set. The other set that we sell an absolute ton of, and that would be our fast fire wire. I absolutely love these. I've always loved these wires. I've loved them ever since we started selling them. If I have my list of favorite products, this one's on it. It really is. Partly because, well, they just look cool. I'm just gonna roll with it. Some of this stuff, you guys, I am such a girl about it, where I'm like, it just looks really pretty, you know? I want it because it looks pretty. So I want to show you what I mean. So it has this heat shielding on it. I'm gonna try to show this for the camera. So this heat shielding on the outside of these, these are heat safe up to a ridiculous temperature. I don't know, like 450, something like that. They also have really low resistance. The resistance is down to like 30 ohms per foot. So anytime we are transmitting electricity from point A to point B, we're always gonna lose some right along that way. It's just the way it is. That's how it is with transmitting electricity. So here, to only lose 30 ohms per foot is quite significant. And that's why, I mean, because you're always gonna have some loss. That's why you don't wanna have ridiculously long spark plug wires. You want your spark plug wires to be like what I say about video, which is as long as it needs to be, as short as it can be. That's usually my philosophy about video, and it's also my philosophy about spark plug wires. So I love these too because they're all sized for a crate engine, and each of the cylinders is marked, and you're gonna find that same thing with the Scott wires, that they're all marked per cylinder, so no confusion there. And this set also comes with a coil wire, and it's already all done up. I don't know how long it is off the top of my head. I want to say it's a 24-inch coil wire, but I don't want to be quoted as like that's my final answer, but I have always loved these wires. They've done a significant, great job for my customers, and this whole set runs $159.99. So fast fire wire, definitely in my top 5 favorite products of all time, and I love to show them off whenever I can. So, and then I do. All right, I will go into any questions. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them into the comments. I will answer them. I am clearly not an ignition expert, but I can tell you enough to get by as far as like the products to pick up and how some of them sort of work together. So I will take a look at that, and any comments you guys have, feel free to drop them in. And let's go to move on to our last category this week though. And that's going to be spark plugs. I cannot tell you how many times we get questions about spark plugs. It is a lot. It's like a lot do we get questions about spark plugs. So we carry 2 different kinds of spark plugs. They're very similar, but they're only slightly different, I guess. I mean, they're carry the NGKs. This is the R5724-8s. We sell them in sets of 8, and they run $22.32 a set. And then the other is the Auto Lights, and these are the Auto Light AR94s. Now, one thing that I've been told from Steve Hendren at Hendren Racing Engines, of course, I work with those guys a lot. I mean, you see Steve on the show, and any of these performance items, I get their recommendations before I ever think about selling them. And so one thing that Steve's told me is that with the Auto Lights, these are already pre-gapped. So they're pre-gapped, you can pull them out of the box, put them on your engine, and you're good. Whereas with the NGKs, you're gonna wanna gap those yourself, and we pretty sure in this product description I probably have where you want to gap them at, because it depends on whether you've got an HEI distributor or a regular billet distributor, how you want to gap these spark plugs. So these are already pre-gapped, makes it simple to put them on and you're good to go. So those are our 2 spark plugs, and I don't know if I said the auto lights run $38.99 a set. The NGKs run $22.32 a set. So both great choices, and we sell a lot of both. So, all right, I am gonna see if there are any questions over there. Let's see, Ken says you should wear one of your store hats. Yeah, so anybody who doesn't know, I'm wearing hats to cover up my gray hair. So, until I can get my hair done. Because I'm vain, and it's part of my strategy of leveling up, you know. I'm like, I'm not gonna sink below or anything, I'm gonna level up. And yes, I did wear a Crate Insider hat this weekend when I was at the track, but I like wearing my kind of sort of fancy-ish hats. You know, it's a lot of fun here. Okay, James says it's 70 and sunny in New York. Good for you. Yeah, it's not. It is torrentially pouring here. Okay. Let's see, Ashley's jealous she hasn't made it to a race yet. Yeah, I'm hoping all of us can start up soon. And James saw me at the track. Oh, Rosa says, great video from Jeremiah Reed. Absolutely. Jeremiah is just absolutely kicking some butt out there. He made a video for the D1 challenge. You can look up his YouTube channel, or if anybody's got that link, you can drop it in there. But he does a great job. He's been vlogging for a while, and I ran across him when I was doing the Sponsored by Superior, when we were doing that competition, and he was part of that. And you know, it was just like a no-brainer. I knew he would do a great job for Superior. He's done a great job for Daytona 1. You know, those opportunities are out there, you guys. It's just putting in the effort. So I would agree. I love his video. He did a great job. In fact, I love it so much that I put it into the actual product description on our website. And he did a video on the Daytona 1 Aqua, and we can put that in the description somewhere too. So you'll be able to see that. Anybody going to Daytona 1 Aqua on our website will now see that video and see his recommendation, because here's a racer who's actually using it. What he has to say about it has a whole lot of value, and it's got even more value than what I would say about it or what the manufacturer would say. When a racer is telling you about the products they use, then, you know, it's a good thing to take that time and listen to what is working for other people. Okay, let's see what we got here. Any other questions? KL is here. He's late, but the party can start now, he says. So that's always fun. Let's see, David asks, are the wires 8 or 10 millimeter? I think they're 8.5. 8.5 millimeter. Pretty sure they are. I know they're going to say something on here someplace. I should know this. Oh, and this actually says it's only losing 25 ohms per foot. But no, they're 8.5 millimeter sleeve. Yep. So 8.5 millimeter, I was pretty sure that that's what they were, but I thought I would, you know, trust but verify there. Okay, should we be running heat protection on our wires? Headers burning wires is a bummer. I think so. I mean, that's why I love the Firewire so much. And it's not only does that heat shielding work, and of course I like both. You know, I like both the wires, but I've been saying this for years that the Firewire is one of my favorites. So that heat shielding, not only is it a heat shield, but it's also cutting down on the electronic noise. And that is a game changer, you know, to keep that spark as clean as possible, you know, and of course keep the wires from burning up. It's a big deal. So that's why I love the Firewire so much. There are lots of reasons there. Okay, good wire. Let's see. Oh, James likes it when you can actually see the products, and thank you for the compliment here. Webb is here. Yeah, hey Webb, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. West Virginia, Tyler says West Virginia hoping to hit the track this weekend if Mother Nature cooperates. You know, we can only hope. Maybe she'll read my sign. That would be great. Let's see, Alan asks if the plugs could be used for both crate engines. Yes, these can be used for a 602 or a 604. They work for both. And you know, that's where we like to be, is to be able to have some products that are top performers, but that are also pretty universal between the two, when we can. If we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. You know, and we try to be clear on that. But yes, it would work for both a 602 and a 604. All right, Jim likes my hats. Thank you. And, oh, Michael's racing this weekend. And Tommy says good stuff. Tommy's been doing, Tommy Belmer is here, and he's been part of the D1 Challenge. He's also part of my Smart Racers program, so if you haven't seen that, I have the website Winning Motorsports Marketing. I have a Facebook page, a group, a website, all of that. Tommy's been part of that, but Tommy won our weekly challenge. We're also, besides the prize pack that you get, whoops, there we go. Besides the prize pack, there's also the opportunity to win once a week. You can get chosen to win a Daytona 1 defrictionator kit or Go Fast kit. Just won that, and I see also that it's been announced that he's going to be basically like a brand ambassador as well. So I think that's what the terminology was. He's part of Team Daytona 1 now, and so that's pretty exciting. So he's going to get some contingency prizes every time he's winning and mentioning Daytona 1. I think that's a great value right there. Oh, and Jeremiah is here. So Jeremiah, feel free to drop in a link to your YouTube channel. You're rocking it. Love what you're doing. Oh, and there it is. There's the link to his YouTube channel. Cool deal. Kevin says, look at multi-fire wires. Yeah, we've looked at a lot of the spark plug wires out of there. I know there's a few out there that I'm not calling out anybody in particular, but there's some claims out there that you're going to pick up like 25 horsepower because of changing spark plug wires. I'm going to tell you, anytime you hear that, it's going to be not true. Not true. And we just don't like to throw anybody under the bus. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to have a spark plug wire challenge or dyno off or something at some point. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But we just know, we know what works right here. Webb says, nice work. Your show insight has grown nicely. Thank you so much. I've known Webb from before I started Crate Insider. And yeah, we've come a long ways. Long ways. So with that, oh my gosh, here I am just kind of jibber jabbering, and I need to do some drawings here. So let's see here. Let me grab my random number generator. And first of all, we are giving away this t-shirt here from Hammond Motorsports right there based on the comments that we have. And so, let's see. Got it. Okay. And I've got Alex in the office helping me out today. And let's get him a number here. And yes, great. And then I know several people knew what my sign said last week as well. And they're gonna win, somebody's gonna win the beef jerky. So, alrighty, I will have winners for us in just a moment and see if there's any other questions or comments. Let's see, John says, the only good thing about this COVID craziness is I get off work in time to catch the show. Glad to have you here, John. Absolutely. And it's so much fun to be able to, interact with everybody and have this, have this time. Yeah, I didn't choose it either, but at least we get a chance to interact with more people who normally wouldn't get a chance to check out the show, and see the behind the scenes, for the products, and be able to and get their questions answered and all of that. So I'm seeing we're probably pretty close here. All right, so let's go ahead and announce some winners. So first of all, right here with our HMS shirt is Darren Ballantyne. So Darren, you are the winner of the Hammond Motorsports shirt. And secondly, for the beef jerky, I see Michael Jenkins. So both you guys, if you would, please send me a private message with your address and we'll get these items sent out to you. I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of Top 5 Tuesday. And I'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday for Unsealed. Otherwise, I will be back here next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Have a great week.